What happened to ZD Money Market Fund? After a very good entry to the Money Market Fund family amidst rivalry between them and their sister Mali, with amazingly awesome returns, putting it on the top 5 in our weekly review charts and huge growth in funds or assets under management in just a few weeks since its launch. Now we have a ZD that is at single digit returns. What happened? But before that, how did the other money market funds perform in the first week of February? Of course, being a new month, I have an update on how the overall inflation grew in January. And yes, it grew slightly from 3 to 3.3%. And I think we shall be seeing some slight increase of the same over the coming few months. But there is some stability. And to add to it, the CBK further reduced the lending rate and is moving hard to ensure that the banks comply with the same to encourage borrowing by the private sector. We'd love to see if this further CBR drop will further lower the rates of returns for the investment instruments, especially the money market funds, which the change will definitely impact if the bank's loan margins, your profit yao, in a decrease as well. And coming to the treasury bills, there was not much of a change. Things still remained around the same as our last report, although there was a slight drop whereby the 1-year option dropped to 11 below 11 to 10.75%, and the 6-month option dropped to 9.51%, and the 3-month one ikakuwa 9.11%. More investors didn't see value in the 1-year option, which is why it was undersubscribed. The majority will settle for the 6-month and the 3-month option, as shown by the oversubscription on these two offers. Remember, this is where you look most when you're focusing the near future returns of the money market funds. An informed investor, remember, is a smart investor who does not wait and start asking, what is happening? Should we be concerned? And other stories in that same order. So ukisikia one of these kind of questions from someone, please for them this video, itakuwa imewasaidia. When it comes to the fixed income funds category, there was a balance between the companies that posted an increase and those that posted a slight decline. As you can see, the order of results remained the same throughout the chart. Etica, Kuza, Zimele, and Cooperative all had a slight drop. And it's good to note that Etica and Kuza have been very consistent in this category. And therefore, I will leave links in the description below to help you sign up to your favorite option to get started accumulating your savings in these investment accounts. Oh, and by the way, as things are looking like, the fixed income funds will be returning slightly more than the money market funds, offering us an alternative, yes, to enjoy diversification with very good returns. So, remember that fixed income funds offer the same experience that you get in the money market funds. Yes, the difference is with the place that money is invested. In case you missed the video showing the difference between the two, you can actually find it on this channel, and I will leave a link below if you're watching this on YouTube. The United States dollar money market fund this week will record more reds than greens, as you can see, and Kuza and Etica leading the pack with above 6% returns. But generally, the average is good across board. And to finish our report is the Kenya Shilling Money Market Fund category, where you can notice that this was a very good week to many companies, having registered a slight growth on the average, although it was very small. We can also conclude that the average remained the same compared to last week results. Ukiangalia hapo. Now look at what I was talking about, by the way. ZD recorded one of the biggest or its biggest drops from last week, dropping positions as well from position 13 to position 23. 2 to 3 weeks back, they were in the top 5 in this chart, but I guess due to the large volumes of money coming in very fast and settling in the low income instruments currently available with no leverage from the high return vehicles that were enjoyed by the other competitors before it launched, I don't think if the fund managers behind ZD have anything under their sleeves to surprise us with. But in terms of being a great wallet for everyday cash, I think it is still a valid player considering the in and out as many times as possible without any charge. But as for the slightly longer options or goals for savings, I will rather go north in this chart. But that's my opinion anyway. Genji's had a big increase and a significant jump from position 19 to position 8. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 maintain their positions, and also they are the only companies with above 14% results for this week. We can now officially say our money market fund average is now 12 to 13%, but we can wait to see how things turn out over the coming few weeks. We have been going through these reviews now 2 years in a row, and therefore, if you are yet to open your account, this is the time to do that. Many people don't have any money set aside as savings, yes, and we need to seriously break this spell. Things will never get better if you don't take charge. Bad habits was in a grow as well. If you're waiting for your save to start saving when you start earning more, please be warned that problems also grow when your money grows. It takes good habit and discipline to become a master of your money. Naelewa economy is very hard, but the first way to start attracting money to stay in your hands is deliberately starting to save. Hata kama ni 1% of your income. Good habits also grow. But stop crying, mimi sina, mimi sina, mimi sina. Save your 100 bob, the first 100 bob. Then it will be your first 1k, then your first 10k, then your first 20k, then it will be your first 100k. Alafu we'll be talking about your first 1 million. Do not despise humble beginnings, please. But it all starts by opening an account, and stop obsessing about interest rates. Start now using the links below or on bio and set off on the journey to financial freedom. Now wale wenye wako na accounts, it's not just about depositing once and forgetting. Feed your account. Wacha kuweka ukitoa kesho. Take time to fatten your cow, then in due time uta milk or make more from that cow. So what's your next goal? Are you going for your first 1,000 in savings, your first 10,000, your next 100,000? Whatever it is, please start today. Don't sleep without topping up. And I will be here to celebrate with you as we break this stinking poverty cycle. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.